The breakfast rush at Sunnyside Diner, a cozy spot nestled between a hardware store and a yoga studio on South Lamar Avenue in Austin, Texas, hit like a tidal wave every morning. By 7 a.m., the air buzzed with the clatter of plates, the hiss of the griddle, and the chatter of locals craving their coffee and brisket hash. Jenna Harper, 31, had been pulling double shifts all week, her boots scuffed from a late-night spill of orange juice, her apron streaked with grease from a busy Friday. Still, she moved with grace, delivering pancakes to table 4, boxing a to-go order of migas, and calming a fussy kid at booth 7 who tosses crayons everywhere. She flashed a warm smile, even when a guy in a cowboy hat barked for extra salsa. Her coworker, Mia Cortez, a college freshman, was drowning, 3 orders behind, eyes wide with panic. Jenna leaned in, whispering, "You've got this, Mia. Keep your cool." Behind the counter, Derek Vaughn, the manager, loomed, arms crossed, his slick-back hair and pinched expression screaming permanent frustration. He was the type who lived by a rule-book carved in stone, and any crack in it set him off. "Harper," he snapped over the bacon sizzle. Table 9's still waiting on their bill. "Sent it already," Jenna called back, unfazed. He grunted, "Then deliver it yourself. Don't just send it." Jenna swallowed her retort. She'd dealt with Derek's cold, cutting style for 2 years. Sharp words, no yelling, just a tone that said you were expendable. It paid the rent, though. Heading to the kitchen, she spotted him. An old man, frail as a twig, in a threadbare coat and mismatched shoes, hovering near the entrance. His gray hair was tangled, eyes foggy, and a faded dog tag peeked from beneath his collar. No one noticed him. Customers scrolled phones, sipped lattes, or argued over tabs. Derek was too busy glaring at the coffee machine. "Sir, you okay?" Jenna asked softly. He blinked, confused. I was meeting someone, I think." His voice rasped thin. A patch on his sleeve hinted at military service, Gulf War, maybe. "You hungry?" she asked. He nodded faintly. "Something hot to be nice." Derek's rule was clear. No freebies, a sign in the back blaring, "We're a diner, not a charity." Jenna didn't care. She led him to a quiet booth, grabbed a spare jacket from the lost and found, and slipped $12 from her tips into the register. "Carlos, 1 plate, brisket, eggs, biscuits, extra gravy," she called to the cook. Carlos raised an eyebrow, but nodded. Jenna served it herself, adding a hot coffee. The man stared, then whispered, "Thank you, miss." "You didn't have to." She smiled. "Yeah, I did." As she turned, Derek stormed over, face tight. "What the hell was that, Harper?" The diner hadn't hushed yet, but heads turned. A mom with a toddler paused. A guy in a ball cap looked up. "He was hungry, Derek," Jenna said evenly. "I paid for my tips." "Doesn't matter," he shot back. "You don't give out food. You're running a soup kitchen now." Her jaw clenched. Anger, not shame. He's a veteran. He needed a meal. It's what decent people do. Derek stepped closer, voice low, icy. "I decide what happens here, not you. There's consequences for this." Then, loud enough for all to hear, he boomed, "Listen up, folks. This waitress just gave away your meal on our tab. Want a freebie?" Asked Jenna. "She'll pay." The room froze. Forks stilled, a phone dinged awkwardly. Jenna's chest tightened, fist balled. The old man looked lost, mumbling, "I didn't mean." Derek cut him off. "You're done. Harper. Apron off. Out." No warning, just public shame. Carlos peeked from the kitchen. Mia stood stiff by the soda fountain. The veteran rose, shaky. "She did nothing wrong," he croaked, pulling a worn bronze star from his pocket. "I fought in Desert Storm. Lost friends. She showed me kindness you wouldn't understand." Derek waved him off. "Eat and stay out of this." Jenna touched the man's shoulder. "Finish your meal, sir. It's okay." He looked at her, eyes misty. "They'll come. They always do." She didn't get it. Maybe old memories talking. She folded her apron, walked out into the Austin heat, and stood by the bus stop on Lamar, apron in hand, staring at the asphalt. Inside, Derek strutted, trying to reclaim control. He hated defiance. "Carlos, table 3 needs waffles, move," he barked. Carlos muttered, "Heard you," slow and cool. Customers shifted, some uneasy. A woman in a sundress quietly filmed. The veteran ate slowly, hands trembling, his coat open to show faded metals. People whispered, seeing more than a drifter now. And the door chimed, once, twice, 3 times. For figures stepped in, broad, steady, in crisp Marine uniforms, boots heavy, presence heavier. Silence swallowed the diner. One, a sergeant by his stripes, scanned the room, eyes landing on the veteran. "Sir, we got your call," he said. The old man nodded. "She got fired for feeding me." The lead Marine, Sergeant Eli Brooks, turned to Derek. "Can I help you?" Derek asked, smile forced. "You're in charge." Eli replied. "You fired a woman for helping a veteran. Our brother, who risked everything." Derek faltered. "It's a business. Rules are rules." A second Marine, tall with a steady gaze, stepped up. "She showed character. You showed none." A customer, a barista named Zoe Platt, spoke up. "Jen is why I come here. Always kind, remembers my order." Mia added, "She stays late, walks me to my bike. I'd have quit without her." Derek's grip slipped. "I'm not the bad guy," he snapped. Eli said calmly, "We're not here to attack. We're here to stand up." Carlos tossed his apron aside. "Taking my break, maybe a long one." The veteran's eyes watered. "I didn't want this," he murmured. Eli knelt. "You reminded us what counts, sir." Outside, Jenna sat on a bench, apron folded, hands unsteady. Her phone buzzed. Her brother. "Still on for barbecue Saturday?" No reply. Back inside, the tide turned. A teacher, Rosa Quinn, stood. "My dad served in Iraq. That man could be him." Jenna did right. A delivery guy, Nate Brewer, added, "She's the heart here, not you, Derek." Clap started, quiet, real. Derek bristled. "This is my diner. I make the calls." Eli countered, "You could have talked to her privately. Instead, you shamed her." Rosa pointed to the filming woman. "How much will that video cost you online?" Carlos returned, hands clean. "Jenna never complained, bought me coffee once, never bragged." Mia's voice shook. "She helped with my tire, didn't ask. I owe her." Derek scanned the room, losing ground. "You all think she's perfect now." No one replied. Silence roared. The veteran set his fork down, reached for his bronze star, but Eli stopped him. "Leave it, sir. It belongs here." He nodded, whispering, "Tell her my boys don't forget." The Marines left, the veteran trailing, dignity intact. A gray SUV pulled up outside, quiet, deliberate. Jenna looked up, curious. 4 men emerged, seasoned, calm, uniforms worn but sharp. The leader, Sergeant Levi Grant, moved with purpose. Passers-by glanced, sensing weight. They entered, the bell ringing, the room stilling again. Levi spotted the booth, the half-eaten plate, the bronze star. He turned. "Who fired the woman who fed him?" Derek froze, papers limp. "You know why?" Levi said. Another Marine, with a faint limp, added, "He's Amos Reed, trained us in the Gulf. He called, said a good woman lost her job for him." Derek stammered, "She broke rules." Levi nodded. "Rules bend when it's about humanity." She led by example. Customers watched, some filming. Jenna, outside, peered in, heart racing, seeing the empty booth. Mia rushed out, teary. "Jenna, come back. You made this right." Jenna hesitated. "I don't want trouble." "You're the good part," Mia urged, tugging her inside. Derek's voice cracked. "You don't work here." Jenna stood tall. "I'm here because a veteran deserved a meal, and kindness shouldn't need a green light." Levi nodded. "We're sorry, Miss Harper. This ain't right." Rosa, the teacher, crossed her arms. "Derek, you bully everyone. Cut hours, snide notes. You fired her cause she showed you up." Nate sipped cold coffee. "You lost the best today, man." A man in a denim jacket, Vince Colton, a builder who hired vets, entered. "Heard it all, Jenna. My crew needs you. Better pay. Hours, respect. Amos is my mentor." Jenna blinked. "Why me?" Vince grinned. "He trusts you." "So do I." Derek paled. Rosa smirked. "Lost your star and your crowd, Derek. Good luck." The bronze star gleamed, a quiet spark of what began it all. The air in Sunnyside Diner grew thick, the weight of the moment pressing down. Derek Vaughn stood behind the counter, arms crossed, face rigid, but his eyes flicked nervously. Customers, staff, even the Marines in their steady, worn uniforms held the room in a quiet grip he couldn't break. Jenna Harper stood near the door, aprons still clutched in her hands, her heart pounding from the surreal scene. The bell chimed again, and a wiry teen, Theo Banks, the dishwasher, stepped from the back, earbuds dangling, hands in his pockets. Always kept quiet, scrubbing pans, head down. Now he looked up. "Can I say something?" Theo asked, voice steady. Derek shot him a glare. "Unless it's about dishes, kid." Theo didn't budge. "I saw it all. Jenna paid for that meal, told Carlos to ring it up right. She didn't cheat anyone." Derek opened his mouth, but Theo pressed on. "She checked on me too. Asked if I needed a lift. I'll walk a mile after dark." No one else cared. The room stilled. "If she's not good enough for this place, I'm not either." Derek's jaw tightened. "You quitting too?" "How soon?" "Maybe, but I'm not afraid of you." A burly man, Hank Riley, a truck driver with a graying beard, stood from a corner table. He tossed the $20 on the counter. "For the veterans' meal, and the waitress who should be here," he said, then walked out. One by one, others followed. Diners grabbed coats, left bills, nodded to Jenna. A woman in yoga gear, Lila Moore, set down $15. "For her," she said, and left. The claps came, soft, earnest, a ripple of respect. Derek's voice turned rough. "This is insane. You can't all walk out." Mia, wiping tears, whispered, "This is what happens when we stop taking your crap." Carlos stepped out, laid his spatula down slow, deliberate. "I'm done," he said. "Worked diners from Houston to here. Never saw a good person canned for caring." Derek tried to rally. "I built this. I sweat for it." Lila, lingering by the door, turned. "Too bad you forgot who kept it alive." Sergeant Levi Grant faced Jenna. "We don't stand up for just anyone, Miss Harper. You gave respect, that's big." Jenna's voice was soft. "I didn't do it for this. He was hungry." The Marine with the limp nodded. "You gave him dignity. That's enough." Outside, curious folks gathered. Some snapped photos, word spreading fast. Jenna stayed put, watching like she didn't belong in her own tale. Mia hugged her. "I'm sorry I froze when he fired you. I owed you better." Jenna squeezed her back. "You're saying it now. That's plenty." Theo shuffled over, awkward. "Thanks," Jenna persevered. "You show me people can be good." Jenna smiled faintly. "Glad I helped, Theo." Inside, the shift kept rolling. A local blogger, Sadie Klein, slipped in. "Jenna, can I ask what happened?" Derek groaned. "Seriously?" Nate, the delivery guy, leaned back. "Oh, it's real now, man." The story didn't stay small. By noon, Sadie's video, Jenna's exit, the Marine stand, her quiet return, hit Austin's X groups, then spread to veteran pages, racking up views. Comments flooded in. "Shame on that manager. Jenna's a hero. I'd eat anywhere she works." By 3 p.m., it was viral, picked up by Texas Monthly's Instagram, 1.8 million strong. Jenna didn't see it till Mia texted a link. At her tiny apartment off South Congress, she watched, stunned. Her voice, "Kindness shouldn't need a green light," sounded fierce new. Her inbox buzzed, reporters, a podcast, then an email from Owen Pratt, director of Reed Veterans Hub. "Miss Harper, Amos Reed told us your story. We're growing. Need front-end help, someone with heart, grit. Join us. Full benefits, good hours. You've shown your worth." Jenna read it twice, called Owen, heart racing. "It's a shock, but good," she said. He chuckled. "Amos won't stop praising you. You saw him, really saw him." Next morning, Jenna dressed sharp, took the bus to Reed Veterans Hub, a humble spot off Burnett Road. Warm, busy real. Amos Reed sat in the lobby, coffee in hand, grinning. "You made it." She nodded. "I did." Sunnyside Diner, meanwhile, unraveled. Monday's crowd was thin. 2 tables, no regulars. Derek fiddled with receipts, pride dimmed. The video hit news sites. Waitress fired for feeding vet finds purpose at Reed Hub. Comment stung. "Fire that manager." A petition for new ownership neared 12,000 signatures. Derek's weak post, "We regret confusion, value all," flopped. "You lost your soul when you lost her," one wrote. At the Hub, Jenna helped a vet with forms, simple but vital. A woman, Diane Holt, Clayton's silent partner, arrived, nervous. I saw the video, horrified. I should have acted sooner. We're selling the diner. New hands, better values. She handed Jenna an envelope. No strings, my gift. Jenna tucked it away. I didn't expect this, but thanks. At day's end, she sat with Amos, his blanket cozy. You need anything? She asked. He shook his head. Back then, trust kept us alive. You had his back. Jenna paused. I just gave a meal. Amos's eyes shone. That's the special part. She confessed. I felt invisible, always close to being tossed. Amos leaned in. Real power's what folks say when you're gone. You're solid, girl. She smiled. You a poet now? He laughed. Just old enough to spot good. Quiet, settled, warm. Did you call those Marines? She asked. Amos grinned. Told my Sunday guy kind woman got fired. That's all it took. Jenna marveled. At home, she opened Diane's envelope. $5,000, a note. Thanks for showing integrity. Build something new. She watched the video again, read comments. She's hope. Be more like Jenna. Not grand, just real, small choices stacked like bricks, changing everything. At the Reed Veterans Hub, the day wound down, the hum of activity fading to a gentle calm. Jenna Harper sat at her desk off Burnett Road in Austin, Texas, sorting intake forms for veterans seeking job help and housing. Outside, the sun dipped low, casting a golden glow across the parking lot, the live oaks swaying in a warm June breeze. Amos Reed lingered in the lobby, blanket draped over his knees, sipping coffee, gazing out like he was searching for ghosts of the past. Jenna walked over. Ready for me to lock up, sir? She asked. He shook his head, eyes crinkling. Just thinking. In the Gulf, we leaned on each other. Didn't matter who they were, just that they'd stand by you. Jenna leaned on the wall. I don't know if I did much, just a plate of food. Amos turned, firm. That's what makes it big, Jenna. You saw me when others didn't. She paused, voice soft. I used to feel like I'd never count, always one slip from being let go. He met her gaze. You hold things up quiet like no fanfare. That manager thought power was barking orders, but real respect? It's what folks say when you're not around. Jenna grinned. You sure you're not a writer, Amos? He chuckled dry. Nah, just lived long enough to know decency. A quiet beat passed, comfortable, full. Did those Marines really come just for me? She asked. Amos smirked. Didn't have to call him loud. Told my guy you lost your job for helping me. Word spreads. When you're good to one Marine, you're good to us all. Jenna's eyes widened, speechless. She stepped outside, locking the hub, the envelope from Diane Holt, Sunnyside Diner's silent partner, still unopened in her bag. The Austin dusk felt different, humid, alive, the bus stop on Burnett, a familiar perch. She thought back. The sticky heat, the moment she chose to feed Amos, no permission needed. Then the chaos. Marine's boots on tile, the diner's silence, her own words, raw and true. Kindness shouldn't need a green light. She felt seen, not cheered, just noticed. At home, in her cramped South Congress apartment, she opened the envelope, a $5,000 cashier's check and a note. Thank you for showing integrity, Jenna. Build something better, Diane. Jenna sat, stunned, not teary for the cash, but because doing right didn't fade into nothing. She pulled up Sadie Klein's video on her phone, replaying the diner scene. Her exit, the Marines, her stand. Comments rolled. She's why I trust people. Hope's name is Jenna Harper. What if we all acted like her? That hit deep. Not heroics, not spotlight, just not looking away when someone needed help. Small choices piled like stones, shifted more than a moment. They moved watchers, the weary, the jaded. Meanwhile, Sunnyside Diner on South Lamar crumbled. By Tuesday, June 10th, 2025, the breakfast rush was a ghost. 3 tables, all tourists, no locals. The regulars, the guy with the crossword, the nurse with black coffee, gone. Derek Vaughn hovered by the register, shuffling papers, pretending the emptiness wasn't loud. His strut slowed, his tone dropped, pride worn thin. The video, viral now, hit Texas Monthly, then a Marine Corps ex-post with 1.8 million followers. A headline blared, Waitress fired for feeding vet finds calling at Reed Hub. Comments burned. Shame that diner. Derek resign. A petition for new ownership topped 12,000 signatures. Apology or sale. No sign of either. Derek's Facebook post, "We regret confusion. Value all." Sank, drowned by replies. No regret till your seat's cleared out. You lost your core when you ditched Jenna. The temp cook stayed quiet. No match for Carlos's grit. Back at the hub, Jenna thrived, guiding a vet to a job. The break room alive with donated collages from a bakery, moved by the clip. Staff nudged her. Saw you online. A quiet bond. She stayed grounded. This wasn't fame, just breathing room. A week later, a man in a plaid shirt, Greg Tate, stepped in, hesitant. Jenna Harper? She nodded, wiping hands on a towel. I'm Greg, Derek's investor at Sunnyside. Saw the video, sickened. I stayed out of ops, my fault. We're selling. New blood for that place. You deserve better. He slid an envelope over. Personal, no catch. Jenna tucked it away. Thanks, Greg, but I didn't do it for reward. He nodded. That's why it's yours. As the hub's lights dimmed, Jenna felt steady. Life wasn't big moves, it was choices, tiny stacked, to see, to act, to give unseen. That day at Sunnyside, she'd picked humanity, and it rippled. Amos's words lingered, respect from the absent. Outside, Austin buzzed, cars, cicadas, and new dusk. Her phone glowed with shares, calls to kindness. If this moves you, pass it on. Remind someone compassion counts. Subscribe for tales of quiet guts. One person, showing us who we can be. The days at Reed Veterans Hub rolled on, steady and warm, the Austin sun baking the parking lot off Burnett Road by mid-June 2025. Jenna Harper, now settled into her role, moved with purpose, filing forms for a vet's medical aid, answering calls, organizing a meal drop-off for families in need. The work wasn't flashy, no crowds, no spotlight, but it felt solid, like roots sinking into good soil. The break room hummed with chatter, the scent of fresh collages from a local bakery lingering, a gift from folks touched by Sadie Klein's viral video. A co-worker, a cheery vet named Sam, tapped Jenna's shoulder. Caught you on the news, hero, he teased. Jenna laughed it off. Just doing my job, Sam. Across town, Sunnyside Diner on South Lamar Avenue was a shadow of itself. By Wednesday, June 11th, 2025, the morning crowd was a whisper, 4 tables, strangers passing through, no familiar faces. The counter, once alive with regulars sipping coffee, sat empty, the crossword guy and his black brew long gone. Derek Vaughn paced behind the register, hands fidgeting with receipts, his usual swagger dulled to a shuffle. The video, Jenna's quiet stand, the Marine's calm rebuke, had spread like wildfire, boosted by Texas Monthly and a Marine Corps ex-post, 1.8 million followers strong. A news piece, waitress fired for feeding vet finds calling at Reed Hub, fueled outrage. Comments piled up, boycott that place. Jenna's the real deal. A petition for new ownership or Derek's apology surged past 13,500 signatures, unrelenting. Derek's damage control, a limp Sunnyside Facebook post, "We regret confusion, value all customers and staff," flopped hard. Replies stung, "Too late, man. You tossed out your heart, Jenna." The temp cook, silent and slow, couldn't fill Carlos's shoes. Regulars vanished, the diner's pulse faded. Meanwhile, at the hub, Jenna thrived, guiding a young vet to a carpentry program, her smile steady. She didn't chase the buzz. Her focus was the people, the quiet wins. Amos Reed lingered daily, coffee in hand, blanket over his knees, parked by the lobby window. He'd nod at her, a silent thanks. One afternoon, a woman in a neat blazer, Marla Kent, stepped in, clutching a planner, eyes nervous. "Jenna Harper?" she asked at the desk. Jenna emerged, towel in hand. "That's me." Marla exhaled. "I'm Marla, silent partner at Sunnyside. I missed it all till the video. Shocked me. I should have watched closer, my mistake. We're selling the diner. Time for a fresh start, better values." She offered an envelope. "For me, no ties. You earned it." Jenna slid it into her bag. "I appreciate it, Marla, but I didn't feed him for this." Marla nodded. Exactly why it's yours. Closing time neared, the hub quieting, the printer's tap softening. Jenna checked on Amos, still by the window, eyes distant. Need anything, sir? She asked. He smiled faintly. Just sitting, girl. Back in Desert Storm, we held each other up, didn't care about differences, just loyalty. Jenna leaned closer. I only gave a meal, Amos. He fixed her with a look. You gave me a place, Jenna. Most walk by. She bit her lip. I felt small, like I'd always be replaceable. Amos leaned forward. You're the glue, quiet, strong. That Derek thought power was rules, but it's what folks whisper when you're gone. Jenna chuckled. You pitching a book yet? Amos grinned, raspy. Just seen enough to spot good, kid. Silence settled, warm, real. Those Marines, your call brought them? She asked. He shook his head. Told my Sunday buddy, a kind soul, got sacked for me. They showed up. Us Marines, we stick tight. Jenna marveled, quiet. She locked up the Austin air thick, the bus stop a step into a new rhythm. She replayed it all. The heat, the brisket plate, no hesitation. The Marines, the crowd shift, her voice cutting through. Kindness shouldn't need a green light. At home, her South Congress apartment snug, she opened Marla's envelope. $5,000 a note. Thank you, Jenna, for integrity. Build your path, Marla. No tears, just a lift, doing right echoed loud. On her phone, the video glowed, comments alive. She's my faith in us. Jenna's hope. Why not be like her? Not loud deeds, but small pics, seeing, giving, acting unseen, rippling out. Life's built on those stacked tight, shifting watchers, the quiet, the lost. Jenna sought no praise, just humanity. She got it. Share this if it stirs you. Tell someone kindness holds weight. Subscribe for stories of real courage. One choice, showing us who to be. Weeks passed, and the Reed Veterans Hub off Burnett Road in Austin, Texas, pulsed with quiet purpose on June 5, 2025. Jenna Harper, now a steady hand, juggled tasks, helping a vet file for benefits, scheduling a job workshop, passing out donated sandwiches from a local deli inspired by the viral story. The work felt like home, grounded, no glitz needed. Staff traded laughs in the break room, the air sweet with coffee and collages. A vet turned volunteer, Sam, grinned at Jenna. Still the star of the internet, huh? She shrugged, smiling. Just here to help, Sam. Across town, Sunnyside Diner on South Lamar Avenue unraveled further. By Thursday, the breakfast shift was barren. 3 tables, all out-of-towners, no trace of the old crowd. The counter, once a hub for coffee-sipping locals, echoed with absence. Derek Vaughn lingered behind the register, hands restless, sorting napkins, his confidence a ghost. The video, Jenna's act, The Marine Stand, had exploded, shared by Texas Monthly, amplified by a Marine Corps ex-post to 1.8 million. News screamed, waitress fired for feeding, vet finds calling at Reed Hub. Comments seared, ditch that diner. Jenna's gold. A petition for new ownership hit 14,000 signatures, unmoved by Derek's weak plea. His Sunnyside post, we regret confusion, value everyone, sank under scorn. You regret empty chairs. Jenna was your soul, gone now. The temp cook plodded on, no spark like Carlos. The diner's light dimmed. At the hub, Jenna shone, guiding a family to housing aid, her Kamarok. Amos Reed stayed late, coffee cup warm, blanket snug, eyes on the horizon from his lobby chair. He'd nod, a quiet salute to Jenna's deed. One evening, a man in a worn cap, Paul Drayton, stepped in, hesitant, gripping a notebook. Jenna Harper? He asked. She nodded, drying her hands. I'm Paul, back Sunnyside Star, stayed hands off. Saw the video, gutted. My fault for not stepping in. He slid an envelope forward. Personal Nostrins. You're the real deal. Jenna tucked it away. Thanks, Paul, but I didn't do it for this. He smiled. That's the point. The hub hushed as closing loomed, lights soft, the lot glowing under a Texas sunset. Jenna checked on Amos. All set, sir. He shook his head. Just recalling, Desert Storm, we survived on trust, not rank or rules. Jenna leaned in. It was just food, Amos. He fixed her. You gave me worth, girl. Most don't look twice. She swallowed. I thought I'd always be invisible, one wrong move from out. Amos's gaze held. You're the backbone, silent, steady. Dare chase control, but respect? It's what they say when you're off the clock. Jenna laughed. Poet in disguise, Amos? He chuckled, gruff. Old enough to see true, kid. A warm pause hung. Marines came from your word? She asked. Amos grinned. Told my checking guy a good woman got canned for me. They rolled in. Marines, don't let that slide. Jenna shook her head. Odd. She locked up, the Austin night thick, bus stop alive with promise. She traced it, the heat, the brisket, the choice. Marines, silence her line. Kindness shouldn't need a green light. Home, in her tight South Congress nook, she opened Paul's envelope. $5,000, a note. Jenna, integrity shines. Build big, Paul. No sobs, just lift. Right paid off. The video replayed, comment alive. She's my belief. Jenna's light. Be her kind. Small acts. Seeing, giving, standing. Built change. Touch the silent, the scared. Jenna craved no glory, just heart. It landed. Life's not bold leaps, but bits layered tight. Listen, lift, give unseen. Her choice at Sunnyside rippled. Diner shifted. Hope grew. Share this, spark kindness. Subscribe for real grit. One soul, showing us the way. The rhythm of Reed Veterans Hub off Burnett Road in Austin, Texas, held steady into late June 2025, a warm haven of purpose. Jenna Harper moved with quiet ease, logging vet appointments, handing out bus passes, coordinating a barbecue fundraiser for shelter funds. On June 5th, 2025, at 10:40 a.m., the lobby buzzed softly, sunlight streaming through windows, painting the worn tiles gold. It wasn't grand, but it was real, Jenna's kind of work. A volunteer, Sam, tossed her a grin over a tray of donated brisket sliders from an Austin joint, hooked by the viral tale. Still trending, Jenna? He teased. She waved it off. Just keeping the lights on, Sam. Miles away, Sunnyside Diner on South Lamar Avenue faded further. By Friday, the rush was a memory. 2 tables, clueless travelers, no locals. The counter, once loud with chatter, sat silent, empty mugs mocking the void. Derek Vaughn hovered, rearranging salt shakers, his old strut a limp echo. Sadie Klein's video, Jenna's deed, the Marines' quiet force, blazed across X, boosted by Texas Monthly and a Marine Corps post, 1.8 million deep. Waitress fired for feeding, vet, finds calling at Reed Hub, lit up screens. Comment scorched, shut that place down. Jenna's a gem. A petition for new hands, or Derek's mea culpa soared past 14,500 signatures, unmoved. Derek's limp post, we regret confusion, value all, drown in replies, regret your empty diner. Jenna, was your pulse lost? The temp cook slogged on, no match for Carlos's fire. Sunnyside wilted. At the hub, Jenna glowed, linking a vet to a mechanic gig, steady as stone. Amos Reed lingered, coffee steaming, blanket tucked, staring out from his lobby perch. His nod to Jenna carried weight, a silent debt. A latecomer, Clara Wade, in a crisp jacket, stepped up, voice shaky. Jenna Harper? Jenna nodded, wiping hands. I'm Clara, funded Sunnyside, kept distant. The video hit me hard, my lapse, not watching. She passed an envelope. Mine, no kach. You're true. Jenna stashed it. Thanks, Clara, but I didn't expect payoff. Clara smiled. That's why it fits. Night crept in, the hub still, sunset blazing orange. Jenna checked Amos. Good to go, sir. He shook his head. Just musing, desert storm, we lived on grit, leaned on brothers, no fuss. Jenna eased closer. Just a meal, Amos. He locked eyes. You gave me sight, girl, most pass by. She softened. I felt unseen, always a step from gone. Amos leaned in. You prop us up, quiet real. Derek craved rule, respects earned off stage. Jenna smirked. Storyteller now, Amos? He rasped a laugh. Old eyes see clear, kid. A still moment bloomed. Marines, you're doing? She asked. Amos grinned. Mumbled to my guy. Kind lady got fired. They came running. Marines hold tight. Jenna marveled. She locked up, Austin's heat thick, the bus stop a new beat. She saw it, Swelter, brisket, no pause. Boots, hush, her cry. Kindness shouldn't need a green light. In her South Congress den, she cracked Clara's envelope. $5,000 a scrawl. Jenna, integrity glows. Shape more, Clara. No tears, just lift, good stuck. Video rolled. Words sang, she's my trust. Jenna spark. Mimic her. Tiny moves, see, give, stand, shifted all, stirred the quiet, the lost. Jenna sought no crown, just soul. It stuck. Life's small picks, piled firm. Here, help, act hidden. One diner deed, rewove ties. Hope rose. Share this, light a fire. Subscribe for raw nerve. One heart, guiding us true. Summer deepened at Reed Veterans Hub off Burnett Road in Austin, Texas, the air thick with purpose by late June 2025. On June 5, 2025, at 10:41 a.m., Jenna Harper flowed through her day, checking vet IDs for a job fair, stacking donated water bottles, planning a 4th of July picnic for the community. The Hub's lobby glowed with morning light, dust dancing in beams, a simple space alive with meaning. No cameras, no fuss, just solid work. A volunteer, Sam, hefted a box of buns, grinning. Still the talk of Austin, Jenna? She chuckled. Just keeping folks moving, Sam. Down the road, Sunnyside Diner on South Lamar Avenue crumbled. Friday's crowd was a whisper. One table, a lone tourist. No trace of the old buzz. Empty stools lined the counter, coffee cold, silence loud. Derek Vaughn lingered, shifting menus, his bold stance a faded shadow. Sadie Klein's video, Jenna's kindness, the Marine steady call, roared online, fueled by Texas Monthly and a Marine Corps X-Blast, 1.8 million strong. Waitress fired for feeding, vet finds calling at Reed Hub, burn bright. Comments blazed. Close that joint. Jenna's a star. A petition for new leadership topped 15,000, no apology in sight. Derek's weak post, we regret confusion, value you all, sank fast. Replies cut, regret your ghost town. Jenna, was your beat gone? The temp cook plotted, no spark of Carlos. The diner dimmed. At the Hub, Jenna steadied a vet with a resume, calm as ever. Amos Reed sat, coffee warm, blanket draped, eyes roaming the lot from his chair. His quiet nod to Jenna held thanks, deep and still. A man, Ray Ellis, in a faded vest, stepped in, hands tight on a folder. Jenna Harper? She nodded, towel in hand. I'm Ray, back Sunnyside, stayed out of it. Video shook me, my miss, not seeing. He slid an envelope over. My gift, no strings. You're real. Jenna pocketed it. Thanks, Ray, but I didn't act for this. He nodded. That's the why. Dusk fell, the Hub quiet, a Texas sunset painting the sky red. Jenna approached Amos. Set to lock up, sir. He shook his head. Just drifting, desert storm, we clung to trust, not titles, just bonds. Jenna eased near. Only a meal, Amos. He stared. You gave me eyes, girl. Most skip me. She softened. I felt tiny, one slip from out. Amos leaned close. You're the frame, still strong. Derek gripped rules. Respect lives in quiet talk. Jenna grinned. Benin tales amos. He laughed rough. Old sight spots good, kid. A pause warmed the air. Marines, your whisper? She asked. Amos smirked. Told my pal a true soul lost her gig for me. They stormed in. Marines, stand firm. Jenna shook her head, stunned. She locked up. Austin's heat heavy. The bus stop, a fresh pulse. She saw it. Sweat, brisket, no weight. Boots still, her voice. Kindness shouldn't need a green light. Home, her South Congress nook tight. She opened Ray's envelope. $5,000 a note. Jenna, integrity burns bright. Craft more, Ray. No sobs, just rise. Right rang true. Video replayed. Voices cheered. She's my hope. Jenna's flame. Live like her. Small steps, see, lift, move. Change more, woke the still, the shy. Jenna chased no fame, just truth. It held. Life spits stack sure. Listen, aid, give unseen. One diner spark lit paths. Hope grew. Share this, fan the good. Subscribe for bold hearts. One deed, pointing us right.